Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Simpson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
On 3rd down, it's Simpson. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Not the start they envisioned. Looks like a 3 and out, and for a team that hasn't won a game in a while, that's tough.
And what we have to look out for and keep an eye on is the same thing that their coaches are doing. Wanting to see if guys are going to get discouraged early and sag because of what's happened in the recent losing streak. Can they stay with it despite a tough first drive?
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Running is Jacobs. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down. 188. 50. I got 29. 29. Look, 3. 2.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Got a man. He finds Sanders. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. And the grab by Craw.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, it's Simpson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
56.
To the air, Allen. He finds Yeldon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
56. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fit and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Allen. And this is Simpson with a catch. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Carr. Escaping, and now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
93.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Allen now looks to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Hey, Delta!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now Brown. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Carr now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm going to run you over.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, here we go. Mike,
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the I. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Bullet good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Allen finding his tight end Croft. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They run it with Jacobs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. 185. That's it.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Bills have recovered.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice game, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
X3, 218, chopper.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. This one caught by Beasley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners. They've had the receivers on lockdown.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Garyon Conley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. But no doubt they had to go for 2 to tie the game. Now they need a miracle on the onside kick.
They gave it their best shot. Can they pull it off here and maybe get one of those onside kicks that bounces perfectly, and they can grab it and run it all the way to the other end zone? That's what they're down to at this point.